So have you ever wondered how chords like C major 13th, well, I'm on the key of C, C 13th or C dominant 13, C minor 11th, C minor major 9th, C diminished 9th, C 13 suspended 4th. In this lesson, you will discover that they are not as complicated as they look. And for us to understand this, we need to dive into a system called Tertian harmony. So Tertian harmony is a musical system when chords are constructed by stacking notes in intervals of thirds. Most complicated chords are built by stacking thirds, where each interval is either a major or a minor third. Let me break this down for you. We are going to understand the intervals of thirds, either minor or major. That is the basic rules. And that will automatically give the keys on the piano numbers. So if you look at the rules from the starting of your construction of scale, and I've done a video on how you can build triad chords, so check it out here before you continue this video. Very important. So we're on the key of C. If I want to construct my normal C triad, I have the root, which is the key, I have the major third since I'm constructing a major chord, and I have the fifth, which creates stability for the chord. Okay, now this is just normal triad chord. If you look at this now, if I continue moving to the seventh here, if you look at the interval between G and B, that is a major third interval. So I will proceed again. I will move again in intervals of third. I'm going to land on D, and that is the ninth. Okay, and if you look at the interval between B and D, that is a minor third. So from D again, I move and in another interval again, I will get to the key, which is F. If you look at the interval between D and F, that's another minor interval. Then if I move again another step, that is F to A. If you look at the interval between F to A, that is a major interval. This is where it all ends. Okay, so because if you continue this is 14, we're just simply repeating the seventh again. So this is the end. So understand these key numbers. Step 2, the parent chord principles. So one of the secrets to build a complex chord or altered chord is for you to understand the parent seventh chord, not just the triad, the seventh chord, either minor, major, augmented, diminished, and so on and so forth. So basically we have 8 parent chords which we are going to look at. The first one is the major seventh. Then the second one is the dominant seventh, okay? And the third one is minor seventh. Then the fourth one is minor major seventh. The fifth is the half-diminished. Then the sixth is the full diminished, which is the diminished seventh. Then we have the augmented. Okay, augmented is this, don't forget. Then we have augmented seventh, don't forget that. Then we also have the augmented dominant seventh. Okay, all these are the basic parent chord you must know to construct any complex or altered chord. With what I've showed you with the parent chord now, let's say I was asked to build or construct the C major ninth chord. Okay, so all I'm going to do is to first of all play the C major seventh, which is the parent chord. Then I will follow the step which I've done in step 1, which is the key numbers. Don't forget, this is 7, 8, 9. This is 9. You just need to have this. That is all. And if you want to build C major 11th, first is the parent chord. Don't forget, major. Don't forget, is a major. So this is a major 7th. This is the major 9th. Then don't forget, this is 9. After 9, 10, 11. This is the 11. Also, if you are asked to build the C major 13th, the same principle applies. The major 7th, the 9th, the 11, and the 13. And that is it. So if I'm asked to build or construct the C ninth chord, first I'm going to do a C dominant 7th, and then I will add the ninth. It's as easy as this. Then C 11th chord. Whenever you see a letter and with just a number, treat that chord as a dominant 7, which is called the minor 7. So C 11th. So it's a dominant chord. This is the 9th, and this is 11. It's as simple as that. Then C 13th chord. Okay, the C 13th chord, we have also a dominant 7th, 9th, 11, and 13. That is the rules of the Tertian harmony. Also, using the next family, which is the minor family. So when we say we should construct the C minor ninth, okay? So C minor ninth, first is a minor chord, then the ninth is here. I'm not voicing anything. I'm just showing you the way you need to understand how to construct this chord before you can pick a voicing you like for yourself in your playing. Then C minor 11th, the same way. Ninth will be there. 11th will be added. You see that? Did you see that? Okay. Then C minor 13. Okay. So I have the C minor here. The ninth is here. The 11th is here. And the 13th is here. You can see. Okay, the minor and the major. Let's say I was asked to build the minor major ninth chord. I will add the ninth. This is it here. The ninth is here. You see that? Then if I'm asked to build the minor major 11th, okay, so I'm going to have the minor major on this. This is the parent chord, the ninth, the 11th. Then if I'm asked to build the minor major 13, it's going to be this. The 13 is here, so this is the 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. You can see that. Half-diminished first, so we know that a diminished chord. Please check out my video if you know you don't know how to build simple triad chords, okay? The half-diminished is this, the root, the minor third, and the flat 5, or you say tritone of C. If I'm asked to build the C minor 7 flat 5 added ninth, okay, so it's going to be this way. The half diminished is here, the minor 7th is here, then the 9 is here. You can see how easy it is. Or sometimes you can build like this, C minor, according to the way I pronounce the chord, C minor 7th flat 5 added ninth, and that is from the family of half-diminished. And also if you're asked to construct the C minor 11th flat 5, the same way, so 11 D, then the flat 5, this is 11 here, the ninth will be there. Then also the C minor 13 flat 5, okay, C minor 13, this is the 13, don't forget, then flat 5. And that is how to quickly build these chords. Which is the full diminished. Okay, so the full diminished is this, the root note, the minor third, the flat 5, and this is the 7th. So if I'm asked to construct or build the diminished ninth chord, all I just need to do is to play this diminished 7th. Remember, you must play the 7th chord first. I'm sure some of you might be thinking, what is the wahala? Or what is the problem about this 7th chord? 7th chord is very important. Like I said in my other tutorials, the 3rd and the 7th of a chord are most important because that is what tells you the quality of the chord and everything about the chord. If you remove the 3rd and the 7th of a chord, you've messed it up. So if you are still learning and you are just learning triad chords alone, please, I would advise you, now that you just started learning, so that the work will not be too much for you, start adding 7ths. Very important. So half diminished is this, then diminished ninth, right? I'll just add the ninth, okay? Then diminished 11th, okay? The same principle. I will have the diminished 7th, the ninth, and the 11th. You can see. So these 3 keys are the secret of every complex chord, okay? Then diminished 13th. Don't forget, I'm also on the key of C, okay? I'm not moving to any other key so that you can see it clearly and transfer it to your preferred key that you like to play. So C diminished 13, okay? I have the diminished 7th, not the half diminished, the full diminished 7, the ninth, the 11, and the 13. I play it this way again. The magic is from here. Then this is almost repeating. So it's more of, it now looks more or less of like we are playing polychord. You can see that now. So that is how to do that in the full diminished family. You should know that the augmented is constructed from a major triad, and then we raise the fifth. So that is a triad. So if you are asked to construct the C augmented 9 sharp 5, okay, so the first thing you are going to look at is what is C augmented 7. So C augmented 7 is this, which is the major one, okay, not the minor, the major one. Then the 9th is this. Then we are now asked to sharp 5. Automatically, if you follow the words, you're already sharpening the 5, okay? So let's say you find yourself like this, then you just need to do this. But I always like to construct the scale from the word. Say C augmented. I already know that my augmented major triad is this. Then the 7th is this, and then this is the 9th. Then if I'm asked to construct the C major 11 sharp 5, you might have heard that chord before. So that is got it from augmented family. Okay, so I have the augmented here, the 7th, the 9th, and the 11th. Okay, the same principle applies. Then next one is the C major 13 sharp 5. So C major 13 sharp 5. This is a sharp 5, yes. This is 5. I sharpen it, and everything is here. We're going to look at dominant alter chords. You're going to understand soon. So when you come across the word, maybe somebody say, construct or build a chord, C7. I told you earlier on that once you hear that, you should know that that is a dominant 7th, or in other words, minor 7th, which means a C major 7th, but the 7th will be reduced, which is the minor 7th. So if you're asked to build the chord C7 flat 9, this is my C7, this is a 9, I flatten it. And that is why it's called altered chord. So any chord that you start changing the primary key is called altered chord. They sound so great. I like it. Just need to know where to resolve the tension to, okay? Then the next one is the C7 sharp 9. Did you see that now? We did flat 9. Now this is sharp 9. So the same C7, the 9, we sharpen it. Sounds cool somehow. So if you prefer it, you can use it. Sounds cool. The next one is the C7 sharp 11. So let's do that. So this is the dominant 7. The 9 is here. This is 11. We sharpen it. Did you hear that? Okay. And then the C13 flat 9. Let's see how that sounds. Okay. So we have the dominant 7th. The 13 is here. The 11th is here. The 9 is here. Then the question say flat 9, right? We're going to reduce the D to this. Wow. I like this. Sounds so jazzy. Okay, so let's pick another one again. C7 flat 9 sharp 11. So C7 is this. 9 flat is this. 11 sharp is this. It sounds so funny. And the last one on this altered chord is the C7 sharp 9 sharp 11. Easy. This is a 7th, dominant 7th precisely. Sharp 9, sharp 11. This is 11, I sharpen it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Sounds so jazzy to me, actually. Just for you to know where I can do just to resolve on my C. Okay, it sounds great. So that is it on that family. So if you notice from the introduction, I mentioned C13 sus4, but I didn't put it as part of the family. The reason is that the suspended chord is treated specially. because the suspended fourth or second has missing third. So that is why you treat it specially. So, but it's still applicable. You can still use it. So the first thing you must know is the primary chord, which is the suspended. We are looking at suspended fourth in this example. So if I'm asked to construct the C9 suspended fourth, so first thing about suspended is that the arrangement is different to the one you have done before. So the way I do it is that I play the suspended first, then the ninth is what I would do next. So it's like you are flipping the arrangement. It's not as straightforward as the way we'll be doing it from left to right. But this one is, we are going to have the suspended first, then the added or the extended harmony or the notes we are going to add to it. So this is the C suspended fourth and then the 9 here. And don't forget, the chord is from a dominant chord, which is a minor seventh, and this is it here. Then if you're asked to construct the C11 suspended fourth, the same principle again. So I have this dominant suspended chord on my left hand, then the 9 will be there, and then the 11. It's as easy as that. Okay, you can see it. So don't forget that your voicing determines. You can't just be playing it in this position all the time when you are trying to use the chord. Okay, we're also asked to build the C13 suspended fourth. Don't forget C13. That means that chord is a dominant chord. So for example, I have the C suspended fourth, the dominant chord here, and I was asked to do 13, okay? 9, 11, and then 13. So this is the C13 suspended fourth chord. So, and there you have it. Don't forget, if you found this video very valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with someone who might need it, and then see you in the next one.